this is John Caldwell, and I'm recording my reaction to what I thought was my favorite scene in the film Downfall. I know this has probably been done, but obviously it's the most iconic scene in the film, and I think it's the best written, the best acted. It's the scene when Hitler finally realizes that the war is over for him. This is done slowly. Throughout the first half of the film, before this scene, you kind of see like glimpses of Hitler's denial. Like when he's walking through this big architectural model with Spear, he's just talking and talking about, oh, this is what it's going to be like in the future. It's just because he doesn't really want to confront that this is never going to happen. He knows it at some level, but he just wants to keep on holding out for some kind of hope. He just doesn't want to admit that he was wrong. And that one scene he keeps talking about the generals, Fegelein mentions that he's moving around divisions that only exist on a map, and no one really wants to break it to him. Because a lot of people, a lot of these generals themselves really did believe it in the first place too. And if Hitler gives up, then what was the point? In that one scene when they just, he asked, oh, don't worry, when Steiner's attack, everything will be alright. And they just look at each other. That one look, they know we can't keep this charade up any longer. And they say, Steiner couldn't attack. He didn't have enough men. And just that one moment where Hitler he knew this was going to happen. So he just slowly takes off his glasses and he's just got all this rage because he was probably brooding about this whole time, and he just explodes at them. He just calls them every name he can think of, accuses them, it's all their fault, you betrayed me, you're just a bunch of disloyal cowards, I should have killed you all in a purge like Stalin did. And you can see like the other people's reaction outside, like Charles or maybe it was her friend that was crying because of this one scene. Even she has to admit it's over. This one like godlike fatherly figure who they all looked up to, even he now can't even face it. Everyone thought, oh, he's a genius, he'll get us out of this, he always has, and he has to admit it. And I can't imagine what it's been like for Hitler himself. His whole life, he had just had this dream that he would change the world, make it a perfect place, and that in order to do this, people only had to listen to him and do what he said, and he could finally do it. And for a time, that might have seemed like it was the case. It might have seemed like he finally had it, that everything was going his way, and then the tides start turning, and he just keeps on holding out for another chance. And finally, when he has nothing left, when he can't even organize the simple infantry attack, he finally has to realize it's over. And at that point, he just says, oh, I give up. But if you think I'm just going to let them capture me, then you're wrong. I'm going to kill myself, and I'm going to prove to them I'm not going to let them even have that. And he wants to drag everyone with him. He wants to stick to his guns to the end, because even giving them a little would be admitting is wrong. And that's what a lot of the people do. That's what the SS officers do. That's what Goebbels does to his children. It just gives that one denial. It's that dying of that dream. The scene really captured that real well. That was the turning point. That was the beginning of the end.